tell you, there were some hotly contested chats about who should win what in the Open Banking Expo Awards 2021. Let us hear from one of our judges. We have a wonderful judge named David Parker. Many of you know David, for he is the CEO of Polymath Consulting. David was part of a panel of 24 judges. 24! How can 6 people would struggle to make a decision, but 24 had to come together, and David was part of this team. David had the task of choosing the winners of our 16 categories from over 100 entries. Gang, make him feel welcome. Welcome to our virtual room, the wonderful David. David Parker, great to have you here. David, tell us a bit about the judging process. How did you score these triple figure amount of entries?
Well, I mean, we break into teams, obviously, and we all get allocated different awards to judge, basically. So, and then we've got a number of criteria. We score them against it, as ever. And all the judges would say this: data is king. You know, saying you got 100% improvement is great. What have you gone? 1 customer to 2. It's all about, you know, making sure the real data is there to back up what you're saying and claiming. So, a lot of the time it was looking at the data, looking at what people are doing, and really just scoring them. And I would stress, by the way, all the judges score independently, and it's only at the end when we come together and review together, and so we assess, you know, is there anything that's not quite worked out really there and everything else. But otherwise all the judges score independently, and so you get total independent scoring based on the information submitted by each judge.
This is beautiful, and may I commend you for telling us that it is independent. Nobody you can't mess with these judges. I also really enjoyed you saying that, you had 100% growth, 1 to 2. David, I feel like you might have brought a bit of savageness to the judging panel, and I'm here for it. Tell me this, listen, you had a lot of entries to look at. What would you say about the quality, I suppose, of the entries that you were reviewing?
As ever, there are some truly outstanding entries, and some categories are more tight than others. But what I would say is, overall, for a first year of awards, an amazing quality of entries and an amazing number of entries. I will keep coming back to, you know, the winners, you will find, often have supplied the data to support that entry. You know, they've said, why are we the best? Not just we are the best, but they've really explained why you're the best and why you're the most innovative. So, you know, with such a high caliber of entries, those that are giving us the real facts enable us to win. So it's been quite exciting, actually, to sort them out.
David, I love this. You are nudging people that in the next 12 months get your data over to David Parker. David, I mean, this might
in the entry.
No, just in general. As soon as that thing happens, you just call David, Polymath Consulting. Can I speak to the CEO? Yes, you can. David, you've already been very helpful for every single human being watching this award show, but just a little bit of advice as well as data. Is there any other advice you can give to companies submitting entries for next year? Any final words from the person who's making these decisions?
The judges are only humans. And what do I mean by that is that each category has a number of criteria. Tell us why, for each criteria, you should win. You know,
I feel like you're breaking it down.
If you tell us why you should win and give us the data to support it, you got a very good chance of winning.
Well, David, next year, I will be submitting all data from every gig I do this year. I'm going to tell you how many people are in that audience. And next year, I'm going to be walking away with an earned version of this. David, you are very gracious and generous. And indeed, to all the judges, you are very, very generous for giving us so much of your time and your amazing expertise. Ladies and gentlemen, huge thank you to David.